welcome to a little winter update from my part of the woods. It's been between 15 to 20 degrees below zero here the past week. So I'm using up my firewood, and the sound you can hear in the background, depending on if you have headphones or better speakers, is the water being circulated through the heating system, which is pretty old in this house. I haven't used it in a year or so, because I usually don't need it. So let's see what happens. So I'm mainly trying to avoid the pipes freezing or getting damaged somehow, because the past nights the water has been freezing, so currently it's hard to explain. And I'm looking at places to move after I worked in the summer, because I want to be able to do more live streaming things, both with my music and hosting videos where I can talk directly to those of you watching and have like a live chat that I answer questions from, to have a more interactive thing going on. And meanwhile, I've been out every day during these hours when it's bright outside to record different walks through different areas in the forests here, because I know some places that will be pretty to do another walk in the spring and the summer, but I won't have any reason to return here another winter, so I'm making the most of it and recording different pretty areas. Because it's always good to have extra video material for editing and to have as a visual aspect of different songs that I'm working on. And currently I'm close to finishing the second EP with Ritual Mode, and I have material for another EP, and I've been experimenting and doing some different kind of atmospheric music with different kinds of equipment and effects, partially to learn myself how to do different styles of music, but also exploring what different directions that I can take my ideas into. And the goal for 2021 with Ritual Mode is to record and release an EP each quarter. So this first one is the winter, then there will be spring, summer and autumn. And then we're releasing everything ourselves, so it will be available as always with my music through YouTube and iTunes and Spotify and so on. All the major places you can stream and download music from. And of course Bandcamp. And with Consider Suicide, I'm working on the third part of the Not Melancholy series, and I've recorded the second part of the Winter Melancholy series that I'm polishing up and fine-tuning. So those will be presented sooner than later too. As it is winter, I want the winter-themed releases to be out before spring. Then one of the other things that first was an idea for the subscribers on Patreon was to have separate audio files available from my different videos. But as many of these are not always long form from my perspective, but they are a mix between long and short, and have gone through a different setup of equipment from my different cameras and microphones and so on. So what I've been doing and working on behind the scenes the past 1.5 years has been my idea of not compromising the quality and the what I think are important stories and lessons to be had from these experiences that I'm sharing, and my thoughts on them and so on, is longer form, like a podcast or audiobook style kind of episodes, where I compile all these different subjects from depression and emptiness and cutting and creating art and music and drinking and making alcohol, different perspectives on psychedelia and growing mushrooms, perspectives and experiences from mushrooms and LSD and DXM and other interesting things that are out in this world. And of course, like a biography of different bands or projects like Hypothermia and Life Lover, and perhaps a personal story, things like that, together with a minimalistic atmospheric soundtrack to have in the background to make it all more immersive and add some depth. And yeah, atmosphere sums it up pretty well, I think, because I want it to be as deep and interesting as possible. So it's something that you can listen to by itself, but you can also have in the background while you're relaxing, meditating, or doing something else. And then of course there are different set lists that I'm trying to make like a good theme in each one, to showcase different eras and songs of Hypothermia and some extent considered suicide, but it's mainly focused on hypothermia. And then I'll see where I end up in spring or summer. If I will remain unemployed or if I work somewhere, we will see. So those are the things that I'm currently working on. And as always, I'm open for requests and suggestions. Thank you for watching and listening, and see you next time. Take care.